I also want to see if the chat is working. So if anybody's here, just hit the chat once so I can confirm. Hello. Look at that. The chat is working today. So that's cool. That's awesome. Is it visible? Are you able to read the chat? Or is it too tiny? You can read it? It's tiny. Okay, okay. Let's see if I can fix that. Uh, let's see. I'll increase it. Increase the size of the font. All right, can you try again? It should be bigger, ideally. We can check. Beep boop. Is that better? Or is it still tiny? Better? Do you want me to? Well, oh, thank you. Thank you for following. Minato. Um, Let me make it maybe a little more bigger. I don't know if that's better. You can try though. You can try chatting. It should be a little bigger than what it was by, I think, 3 pixels. I think just this would be probably the last stream for me to check properly in terms of if everything is all right, because after this, it's just plug and play. Let me know if this is better. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, we gotta clip that part out. 'Cause that wasn't great. Um, Josh, can you just text something if you're still here? So I can just check if the font's better. Hello, Minato. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's better. How are you doing, Minato? All right, I guess we'll just start off with today. Um, the server has been notified Same. Um, let me make myself slightly bigger. There you go. I'm glitchy. I'm so glitchy today. All right. The server has been notified of the stream. If anyone is not on the server yet, um, and you want to, keep in touch with stuff I do, join the server. Josh, you can put up the server's link here. Um, all right, enough promoting myself shamelessly. Yeah, we shall start with today. All right. Welcome to the stream, guys. This, as you know, is your save point. It's a soft pause between the chaos of the world and whatever is going on in your head today. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Pixel. You can call me Pixel. I'm your older sister type, your emotional support mage, your cozy chaos navigator, and the voice you didn't know you needed until 3 a.m. um, and if you're back today after the previous stream that we had, thank you. I know how much energy it can take just to even show up. Even if you're lurking in the shadows, in your blanket for it, or halfway between tabs, I'm kind of glad you're here. It's Tuesday today. We were supposed to stream yesterday, however, I had a very bad headache and it was also storming, so I had a lot of power cuts. So I couldn't stream. But we'll start the week today. It's a weird day to start the week. A Tuesday, but we shall start, however. I don't know about you, but Mondays for me feel like a loading screen that kind of never ends. Everything's spinning, work piles up, your brain's kind of already buffering, and you're like, where am I even going with all this? That's today's theme, in fact. I wanted to start off with stuff I intended to do yesterday and then slowly transition into stuff that was planned today. So it's going to be slightly longer than usual, the stream. Not by much, maybe 30 minutes. I stream on Twitch. Yes, sir, I do. How are you, Vid? It's been a while. Welcome back. All right, so that's the theme today. Where am I even going? All right, I have a lot of filters on, Vid, so use polite language. Okay. All right. So Where am I even going? Not in a dramatic, I'm lost in life way, but in that honest, quiet way where you catch yourself mid scroll, mid thought, mid overwhelm, and you think, wait, what am I even doing right now? Well, everyone needs to learn, right, Vid? Also, I don't want anybody in my audience to get triggered by anything, which is why. Hmm. Well, if the stream's not for you, then that's that. I just don't want anybody to get triggered in any way. Um, mhm. All right. Well, thank you for understanding anyway. Okay, so tonight we're slowing down that scroll, the doom scroll that we do. We we're planting one foot down digitally, uh, emotionally, and we're gonna check in. No pressure to fix anything. You don't have any pressure to have all the answers. Just just anchor in like this is the only room in the world for a little while. Also, Josh, I don't know if heard me earlier, just pin the Discord server's link in the chat so that people can join in. Thank you. Um, thank you so much. All right. That is pinned so you can. There you go. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I am so sorry. um, well, welcome. Sorry about that. Sorry. I was trying to click the pin. I didn't mean to ban you. I'm sorry. um, oh, I'm so sorry, Josh. Oh God. There you go. You are officially moderator again. Sorry about that. All right, Vid. You take care. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry. I was trying to pin the message. You pin it next time. Um, I'm clicking randomly. I feel like I don't know if you see that, but it shows the softwares I'm using for some reason. Okay, just positioning myself again. There you go. Much better. Above the chat, if you go back, it shows it. But I fixed it. It's gone now. All right. Um, great. Hello, Karis. Welcome, welcome. All right. Where were we? So, like I was saying, today we're gonna be planting a foot down digitally, emotionally, and we're gonna be checking in. You don't have any pressure to fix anything. You have no pressures to have all the answers. Just anchor in as though this is the only room this world has at the moment, right? So let's treat this part of our stream like a mini reset button. So for the next hour, you don't have to figure out your whole life. You just have to exist here with me in this safe zone, which is also our safe point. We'll start slow. Let's do a little emotional orientation. Um, Maybe drop a waypoint or two, just to find our feet again. If your mind feels clear tonight, that's beautiful. If it feels foggy or a little heavy, that's okay too. You've made it here, and that's more than enough. So let's just start off. All right. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. If your brain's been a little foggy lately, like you're moving through quicksand instead of solid ground, you are not alone. You can open your eyes, by the way. I don't know if I told it to you earlier. You're not alone in that feeling. I know that feeling when every day just blends into the next. When you look around and it feels like everyone else has some map, some kind of direction, and you're just standing still. Kind of like you're stuck at the loading screen. But here's the thing, I wish someone told me back then feeling lost does not mean that you failed. It just means that you've been wandering too long without rest. It means that your compass is quiet. It's not broken. Right. So, if your life was a game right now, what kind of zone would you say that you're in? Can you chat that if you can? Are you in like a glitchy maze with no exit, like the back rooms? Are you camping at a bonfire trying to regen? Or maybe you're just stuck on a quest with no clear objective? Drop it in chat. I'll read some out if you feel like sharing. And if you're just lurking today, that's valid too. This is just your save point, not your spotlight. Go ahead and drop it in chat. I'm more of the camping at the bonfire trying to regen at the moment. That's the phase I'm in. What about you? Like everything's so loud, but nothing's really clear. When your brain's running, but you don't even know what direction it's going in. I've had weeks like that when you just wake up and there's this weird weight on your chest, like your soul's buffering. Um, and I used to think I needed some grand plan to fix it, like journaling for 30 minutes a day, or meditating, or becoming that girl overnight. But in truth, I didn't need a glow up. I just needed a grip. And that's what anchors are. Not routines that impress people, but tiny things that remind you that you're still here, still choosing to stay. And sometimes that's more than enough. All right. So maybe it's playing the same old song every morning, even if it's kind of cringe. Um, Maybe it's making your bed, not because it's productive, but just because it gives your day a beginning. Um, Maybe it's changing your Discord status to something that makes you laugh, or feeding your pet and saying, "Hey, good job. We survived another day." That's an anchor. You don't need clarity right now. You just need a place to rest your mind. And sometimes that feels familiar when nothing else does. That's what these rituals are. It's not really a fix, just a foothold. If you already have something like that, something something small that you do that kind of saves you, tell me in the chat. Even if you think it's dumb, and if not, you're allowed to borrow mine until you figure out your own. Um, I'll give you a minute. If nobody responds in chat, I will just share my small ritual that I do every morning, and you can try it out for yourself. All right, have a safe trip. We're doing a small ritual that I do in the morning, basically to slow down and relax your mind. If you want to do that on the way to the doctors, feel free to do it. If you're driving, do not close your eyes. Focus on the road. All right, let's try this one together. Sit back, relax your shoulders, and just take a breath with me. In through your nose, slowly. Hold for a second, and now out. Again, in through your nose, hold it for a second, and now out. No pressure to feel calm, just feel present. You're here, I'm here, and that's enough. Sometimes we feel like there's this pressure to always know what comes next, right? Like if you don't have a goal, a deadline, or a dream job lined up, it feels like you're wasting time. But some of us are just trying to wake up without dread right now. And that's not laziness. That's survival. You don't have to be building an empire today. Some days your biggest win is just choosing not to give up. You're not behind, you're just in pause mode. And even pauses have power, especially when We normally say it when uh, people speak in public. We ask them to take pauses or have the power of pauses, right? Think of your life like a massive open world game. Some worlds are just kind of just fogged out until you actually go and explore them. And sometimes standing still is part of uncovering the map. Stillness doesn't mean you're stuck. It means that you're loading, you're collecting data, you're catching your breath before the next boss fight. So, if your head's been noisy lately, here's a softer question to ask yourself instead of where should I be by now, right? Why don't you try asking, what's one area of my life I'm quietly curious about? Or if there were no deadlines, what would I be drawn to? There is no pressure to know the answer right away. Just let the question sit with you. And if your answer is literally, I don't know, I'm just tired, that's okay too. Just come here, sit here. You're allowed to be a little lost. That's why I made this place so you don't have to wander alone. There's a lot of people lost right now. Um, if any of you watching want to share part of the map you're in, maybe a dream, a worry, a question that's been sitting on your chest, you can drop it in the chat. Of course, there's no pressure. You're welcome to just listen and breathe too. I'll pause 30 seconds because I need water. Chat, you guys hydrate too. All right, I hope you all had water. Okay, so we wandered through the blur and we've looked at the foggy parts of the map. We've let ourselves pause and breathe. So let's set a tiny anchor right now. If life had a little quest tracker, what's one thing you'd wanted to show this week? Not a big, overwhelming task, just a soft one. Um, Something like drink water first, or play a game for fun, not escape. Rest without guilt, Say how you feel just once. And that's all. That's enough, right? What's something you have for the week? Again, think about it. You don't have to text it if you're not comfortable. Um, for people who are going to bed, because it's pretty late for a lot of my audience, um, on all three platforms, um, and you want to journal something just before you sleep, probably ask yourself, what do I want this week to feel like? Um, Not what to achieve, not what to fix, just what do you want to feel? You can either share it in chat or write it in a book. Just name it somewhere for your sake. And that's what I wanted to do yesterday. I'm glad we got to do it today. Um, for today, I thought, you know, maybe I'd play a little Minecraft while I streamed, but we're still trying to figure things out, like setting up the server and everything. Um, I wanted to see if I could show you how to use Minecraft for therapy. I don't think anybody thought of that or using it like that. When I told it to my friend the other day, she was like, "What? You can use Minecraft for therapy?" It was kind of funny. But yes, you can use Minecraft for therapy. You can use any game for therapy if you wanted to. No. um, but yeah, probably the next stream, that is tomorrow. Oh, wait, tomorrow is the Pixel Forge. I'll tell you what that is once I'm done with what I had to cover today. But today is Tuesday, which is the Echo Chamber. And, you know, it's basically role playing with yourself and or with other people, trying to imagine situations in your head, get that brain working, imagine, and reflect. And that's what we do, right? Um, there is a lot of noise in my head, was earlier. And so I thought, we could do something. We'll see how that goes today. Um, it's nothing too deep, nothing too fancy. I just wanted to untangle some of the noise with you guys. Um, do you know that feeling that when everything's fine technically, but your chest still feels like it's full of TV static, the bish static. Um, Sometimes the loudest thing isn't even words; it's that pressure to be okay when you're not okay. I used to think that I had to get rid of the noise before I could do anything meaningful. But now I think it's more to do with learning to move gently with it. Right? You have a good doctor's appointment, Minato. I hope your back feels better. So, if there's a voice in your head that's been the loudest lately, just let me know in the chat what it's been saying. Um, you don't have to type it if you don't want to, just notice it. Um, I was trying to build a garden earlier on Minecraft. Hello, Quasi. Welcome back. And while I was building it, it felt like a brain break, honestly. Um, Even though I didn't really finish the house I was making tonight, it feels good to build something slowly, you know? Um, I think that a lot of healing happens quietly in the little corners of our lives that nobody sees. Nice to be back at the sneak away for for a little bit. Well, thank you for making it here. Don't get in trouble, but it's always good to take breaks in between work. This is your safe space, so you're always welcome. Since you're here, you're taking a small break. Um, if anyone else is here, let me ask you a question. If your mind had a comment section like this one, like the chat box near me, um, and if it had it for this week, what would be the top comment there that keeps replaying? Mine would be something like, "You're falling behind," and I hate how real that feels sometimes. But also, who's keeping the score? If you have a top comment, just let me know in chat. You don't have to. Just notice it. Even noticing it works. All right, now that you've noticed it, even when your brain's loud, just remember that you're still allowed to rest. Tonight, let's not fight that noise that's there. Let's just stop trying to make it make sense. Um, Before bed, maybe ask yourself, what's something my mind keeps repeating, and what might it be trying to protect me from? It doesn't mean that it's right, but it just means that you're human. Um, this is just the beginning, and for people who are still here, I'm so grateful that you're still here. Um, Tomorrow is Pixel Forge Wednesday. So we will basically turn these loud voices in your head into metaphor art. Um, you don't have to be an artist in order to do this. You just gotta be honest with yourself. Um, it is art therapy, yes. um, like I said in the last stream, you can do whatever. You can draw if you want to. You can write a poem if you want to. You can write a story. Um, you can create AI generated images if you're not comfortable with any of that. You can make a collage if that's what you like. Um, but tomorrow is going to be fun. Um, a lot, a lot of healing hopefully happens tomorrow through art. Um, if you have anything else to say, now will be the time. Because we're at the end of the stream for today. I had to start the stream 30 minutes earlier just to make sure everything was still working. And I didn't want to make a random test stream and leave it. So the first 30 minutes is just me having technical issues. It shouldn't be so bad from tomorrow. All right. Since nobody has anything to say right now, I will take this as a time for me to say thanks for stopping by today. Today's the save point. Whether you spoke up or just quietly existed in the background, I see you and I'm really proud of you for being here. Healing does not follow a straight line, and neither does leveling up. So it's okay if you if all you did today was just breathe. That's more than enough. I'll be right here at our next checkpoint. Same place, same energy, whenever you're ready to drop by again. Until then, please be kind to yourself, be kind to your heart, drink your potions, mainly water, and don't forget that you're still the main character in the story. Alright, Pixel out.